Pakistan's new leader makes landmark offer of talks to Taliban. World News. MSN. Hotmail. More. Autos. My MSN. Video. Careers and jobs. Personals. Weather. Delish. Quotes. White pages. Games. Real estate. Wonderwall. Horoscopes. Shopping. Yellow pages. Local edition. Traffic. Feedback. Maps and directions. Travel. Full MSN index. Bing. News.com. Today. Nightly news. Rock Center. Meet the Press. Dateline. MSNBC. Breaking news. Newsvine. Home. U.S. World. Politics. Business. Sports. Entertainment. Health. Tech. Science. Travel. Local. Weather. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. Recommended. Israeli inquiry. No evidence Palestinian boy in infamous photo was killed by IDF. Recommended. Egypt's rebels gather millions of signatures to protest Morsi. Recommended. Pakistan's new leader makes landmark offer of talks to Taliban. Recommended. UN mediator. Syria government. Rebels preparing for peace talks. Header point top underscore header left curly bracket background image. URL http://cdn.libnewsvine.com/chrome/worldnewsfrontiers/images/header.jpg equals 9139 right curly bracket. First for breaking news and analysis, compelling world news stories from NBC News journalists. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. About this blog archives. Email updates follow on Twitter. Subscribe to RSS. 5 comments. Print. 1 hour ago. Pakistan's new leader makes landmark offer of talks to Taliban. Arif Ali/Afghan-Getty images. Pakistan's incoming Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif addresses his party's newly elected members of parliament in Lahore on May 20, 2013. By Wajid S. Khan, producer NBC News. Islamabad, Pakistan's Prime Minister-designate Nawaz Sharif told a packed hall of his party stalwarts that talks with the Taliban, who have been fighting the state for almost a decade, are not off the table. All options should be tried, and guns and bullets are not a solution to all problems. Why shouldn't we sit and talk and engage in dialogue? Said Sharif, the leader of the Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz Party, a center-right group that traces its roots back to the origin of Pakistan in 1947. The party, once nurtured by military regimes, has now morphed into a modern, conservative, pro-business faction that secured a majority of the seats in the country's parliament earlier this month. Advertise vertical bracket ad choices. Sharif's announcement in Lahore on Monday has created a schism among Pakistan's divided political classes. For many, this is a war which must be committed to end one. Days before the May 11th election, the first, largely peaceful and constitutional transfer of power from one civilian administration to the next, the country's powerful army chief, General Ashfaq Pervez Kayani, reminded audiences in a rare public speech that there can be no doubt that this is our war. The soldier of the Pakistani army cannot fight under conditions of doubt. The army cannot fight this war alone. The Pakistani people must also fight alongside us, he added. The military says more than 5,000 people have been killed with over 20,000 wounded in the fight against the Taliban. Slidashah, Pakistan, a nation in turmoil. Muhammad Muhizan, AP. Images of daily life, political pursuits, religious rights and deadly violence. Launch Slidashah. Major General Asim Salim Bajwa, Director General of Inter-Service Public Relations, said there was no ambiguity about the military's position. Pakistan will do what it can to protect itself from domestic as well as foreign threats. This is a national effort, he said. The Pakistani Taliban would be willing to partake in peace